The Isle's sentinels don't seem to frequent this area. We should be safe here. Let's talk strategy, shall we? First of all, in the interests of efficiency, I suggest we make this place our base camp. We can coordinate the search for the Archbishop from here. I have no objections. Now that we stand upon Azisla, I'm struck by the vastness of the Isle. We must needs be methodical if we're to find our quarry. Good. Now, unless I'm mistaken, this used to be an airship landing, and a major one at that. From what I know of Allagan design, there should be a terminal nearby that's linked to the Isle's operational heart. If we can find such a terminal, we should be able to learn something of the Archbishop's whereabouts. Let's split up and look for it. Nothing? Damn it. There's just this terminal then, but it doesn't respond to anything I do. Any bright ideas, Wedge? Wedge? He was here just a moment ago. Oh, don't tell me he's wandered off. I'm sorry, but could you help me search for him? Absent-minded as he is, I worry that he's strayed beyond the landing area and made friends with the local sentinels. Ow. Wedge, are you alright? I'm fine, Chief. I just tripped, that's all. Fool of a Lalafell. What were you thinking, coming here on your own? Death by overwork is one thing, death by stupidity is quite another. I'm sorry, Chief, but I think I've found something. What is this? The wreck of a sentinel? This is no wreck, Chief. She's still operational. See? Initiating. Performing diagnostics. Diagnostics complete. To proceed, please agree to the terms and conditions of use. I suppose? Thank you. To register as a user, please state your name. I'm Wedge. User registration complete. Welcome to Azisla. I am Guidance Node G. Lee. This isn't quite what I had in mind, but it might just serve. Wedge, bring the node this way, would you? There's something I'd like to try. Node, I need a status report on the facility. Jilly, you have to do what the Chief says. Yes, that's it. Good girl. Ah, here we are. Not much of note. It appears someone recently reactivated Helix, which is this area. Reactivated, you say? By the Archbishop, I'd wager. I dare say he woke the place up when he used the Vanu's key. Are there any other people in the facility? If so, where? Let's see here. On the flagship, that's the Central Isle, I'm seeing positive readings within the Etherochemical Research Facility and the Fractal Continuum. And what have we here? Intruders detected in the Gamma Quadrant. Defense system engaged. Our Imperial friends, I suspect. I hope they enjoy the defense system, but what of the Archbishop and his cronies? What might offer an indication? Ah, how about this? Which area is currently consuming the most energy? Somewhere called Triad Control inside the research facility. And what manner of place is that? It is, and I quote, a regulation facility for the warring triad test subjects. And that's all it says. The rest of the information is only accessible to users with consular privileges. I mislike the sound of this, which leads me to believe that it is indeed the place. I'm inclined to agree with Stoller. Whatever it is that the Archbishop seeks, it's like to be there. That settles it then. Let's find a way to cross over to the flagship. Greetings. Is there something you wish to know? How do I reach the flagship? Requesting access to the Etherochemical Research Facility. Access granted. Generating route. Route generated. Commencing guidance to chosen destination. Please be aware that the designated route may take you through restricted sectors and that the Isle's defence systems may attempt to terminate you. Be kindly reminded that in accordance with the terms and conditions of use, you and your party assume all risk of damage or injury, including death, that may occur en route to your destination. Can the guidance node be trusted? I know not, but we have few other options. Let us see where it leads us. We four shall proceed to the research facility. Sid, the Excelsior is our sole means of escape. Pray remain here and have her ready to depart at a moment's notice. Understood. We'll see that she's repaired and ready to fly. If anything happens, just let me know via link pearl. Be on your guard, my friends. The enemy could be anywhere. You're currently within the Alpha Quadrant. First, you must use the nearby matter conduit to travel to the Beta Quadrant. Please wait a moment while I activate it. According to my records, this conduit was last serviced approximately 5,014 years, 6 months, 11 days, 7 hours and 13 minutes ago. That it should function without mishap may be described as a miracle. Resuming guidance to the Etherochemical Research Facility, please follow me. This sector, the Beta Quadrant, is home to laboratories which produce chimerical lifeforms for both military and household applications. Our facility has been awarded 3-star certification for compliance with ASO 3001. The good behaviour of the creatures born here is guaranteed. Please be warned, however, that millennia of neglect may have had an adverse effect on their disposition. For your own safety, please refrain from approaching the creatures. Unable to activate matter conduit, energy shortage detected, identifying cause. Cause identified, unauthorized siphoning of energy by chimerical creatures, locations, the recombination labs and the biomass incubation complex. Time is short, let us split up and eliminate the culprits. Pray dispatch the creatures at the recombination labs. The rest of us shall sweep the incubation complex. Take care and return hither when you're done. Energy restored to the conduit. Please wait a moment while I activate it. So the Garleans managed to land. Repairs on their vessel appears to be well underway. I doubt that they will leave any time soon, however. Nay, they will remain here long after they've stripped the Isle of all its secrets. Whether or not they mean to linger, their presence here and now is an unwelcome complication. Indeed, let us avoid confrontations unless absolutely needful. Please follow me to the next matter conduit. It leads to the Delta Quadrant, where the facility's greatest achievement is located. Wait, something is afoot.
Our objective lies at the heart of the Isle. The third will remain to guard the ship, while the second patrols the perimeter and eliminates any threats. The first will come with me to secure the research facility. Let no man doubt the import of our mission. The Allagans found a means to capture icons alive, and their knowledge lies hid upon this isle. If we can but acquire it, we would be able to prevent the beings from returning to plague us, thus ending the cycle of rebirth. I need not remind you that success will raise our Legion high in the Emperor's regard. Yet, by the same token, his radiance does not tolerate failure. That is all. All troops, prepare for deployment!
So that is their purpose.
To think that the knowledge used to bind no less a being than Bahamut sleeps here.
Imprisoning a primal in such a manner would represent an effective means to halt the cycle of summoning, were it not for the grave and obvious risks.
Indeed. We need but refer to past experience, that of Bahamut's calamitous return, to see why this is not the solution we seek.
Held in duress, a primal will continue to nurse its hatred for mankind. And when it inevitably breaks free, its rage will be beyond quelling.
Whatever folly the Garleans mean to commit, they can wait. We must remain focused on our task.
Yes, of course. It would not be polite to keep the Archbishop waiting.
That would explain my men's silence. We meet again. And this time, we will not be interrupted. Come! Show me your power, champions of Eorzea! I had heard the tales of your strength, warrior of light, and now that I have experienced it firsthand, that Baelsar's defeat seems less inexplicable. You are a formidable foe, and I have thoroughly enjoyed our time together. Alas, all good things must come to an end. Allagan's secrets await, and there is no profit to be had in remaining here. Keep them occupied.
Coward.
It would seem we have no choice.
You must continue on. We will hold them here.
Take the eye. It should still hold enough energy to be of use to you. I shall join you as soon as I am able.
Enough talk! Make haste and stop the Archbishop!
Welcome to the Delta Quadrant, where methods are developed for mastering dragons. To this day, the sector is home to live specimens brought over from the southern continent of Mericidia, truly a testament to the greatness of the Allagan Empire. I regret to inform you that the matter conduit leading to the flagship is no longer functioning. According to my records, it was destroyed by a dragon, which broke free of its restraints when they failed approximately 2,369 years, 1 month, 24 days, 7 hours and 4 minutes ago. Please find an alternate route to the Etherochemical Research Facility. The Allagan Research Council apologises for any inconvenience caused. So thy journey hath led thee to this accursed place. Canst thou hear it, mortal? The ceaseless keening of my kindred, steeped in 5,000 years of suffering. Long before the Ishgardians and their base betrayal, there lived still more wicked men whose ambitions knew no bounds. Fearful of our might and covetous of our power, they devised a means to enslave dragonkind. Their vile misdeeds did set in motion a train of events whose repercussions are felt to this day. Beyond thou wilt find one of my first brood. Hark thou unto her words, partake thou of her pain, think thou upon the suffering that the conflict betwixt our kinds hath begot. Who cometh to this forsaken place and disturbeth my solitude? Tiamat, my child. Father, can it truly be you? None other. My form is such that I may journey with Hydaelyn's chosen. A mortal who desireth to end the war between man and dragon. Millennia have passed since I was brought low by the men of Alag, to think that war rageth still between our kinds. Hearken to my tale, child of man. I am Tiamat of Midgard-Sorma's first brood. In a time before time, my father did come to this star, bearing 7 eggs.
From these eggs did my children hatch, and once they were full grown, they took wing and spread across all the lands of Hydaelyn.
Together with my brood brother Bahamut, I journeyed south to Mericidia, and together we brought forth innumerable children into the world. We abided in peace, and all was well, until the men of Alag came, some 5,000 years since. They slaughtered my children in droves, and took from me my beloved Bahamut. 'Twas then, when I had fallen into the depths of despair, that black-robed men came unto me, the Ascians. They offered to resurrect Bahamut through their dark arts, and I, in my grief, accepted, a decision which I shall regret unto my dying breath. For what they brought back was a mockery of my beloved. Worse, the Ascians gifted his murderers the means to entrap him. Know this, child of man, the beings thy kind call gods are but spectres of thy mind's creation, given form at great cost to Hydaelyn. Many such beings yet slumber across the land, brought to heel by the self-same empire that bound me. They must not be released into the world. If thou wouldst end the conflict, vanquish thee the Ascians and deliver the weak of will from the bonds of their dark influence. It hath been 5,000 years, my child. Wilt thou not forgive thyself? The release of death is denied me here, yet I desire not freedom. Nay, Father, I shall live with my regrets until the world itself hath ceased to be. Such is my punishment for consorting with darkness, for calling forth a loathsome, lamentable creature which blackeneth my beloved's memory.
Warrior of light, beloved daughter, the light abideth within thy heart again. Full valiantly didst thou overcome thy many trials, but glory not in thy success. For the servants of darkness are ever close at hand. Receive of me my blessing once more, and go forth to shine thy light on all creation.
Thou hast broken down the wall I built around thee, and partaken of thy mistress's blessing once more. Strong art thou, mortal, stronger than any other of thy kind. Having looked upon thy deeds, I am convinced thou art worthy to bear her light. The Covenant bound me to thee, but 'twould seem our fates were mingled from the first. Though I will not fight thy battles, I will yet lend thee my wings. Come, mortal. We go to cast out the darkness.
Welcome to the flagship, Mistress. You are almost at your destination. Warning, intruders detected in the vicinity. Please eliminate them if you wish to proceed. Area secured. Lifting access restriction to the Etherochemical Research Facility. Restriction lifted. You may enter the facility at your leisure. Ending guidance. Unknown energy source detected within the Etherochemical Research Facility. Please exercise caution. I'm pleased to have been of service to you. Please send my regards to Master Wedge. Deactivating.
The champion of Hydaelyn.
Tell me, why do you despise the primals so? They are the embodiment of mortal will, of mortal desire. Plainly, you desire a foe to despise, and 'tis well that you do, for it is from the vortex of ceaseless conflict that Lord Zodiac shall be reborn.
Through the joining, the world shall become whole again. Then all shall be as once it was, as it should ever have remained.
For the glory of Lord Zodiac.
Your meddling ends here and now, warrior of light. Such strength, it defies all reason.
No, I will not be bested by the likes of them. La Habrea, it is time.
Very well. Let us show these mortals the true power of the Echo. The power to break down the barriers of existence.
I am become you.
And we are become one. that she might regain the blessing of light I had foreseen. But she has grown so strong in it as to deny us our power.
Let us withdraw, La Habrea. That power remains to us, at least. Impossible!
So, you harness the Eye's power. A pity you spent it all. What will you do now, hero?
So, not even the vaunted warrior of light can unmake an Ascian without relying upon mortal contrivances.
You?
In the distant past, King Thordan and his knights 12 fought and defeated Nidhogg. Though the victory cost them dear, they were rewarded with a great prize, the Dread Worm's Eyes, both of which have since been held in the Holy Sea's safekeeping. The eye you possess was Nidhogg's left, and long has it served as the source of the Azure Dragoon's might. As for its twin, it has lain here, joined to the person of Haldreth, the first Azure Dragoon. For though he learned to harness its power, he was ultimately consumed by it. Even in death, his body decays not. A pitiful end for a fabled hero. My Ascian friend, long have you and your kind sown the seeds of chaos by teaching mortals the secrets of summoning. But if you assumed that we would meekly serve as your pawns, then you are gravely mistaken.
You would raise a hand against us?
By taking unto my flesh the soul of the legendary King Thordan, I can become a god!
Not cessation, whose being is sustained by a millennium of fervent prayer, and the Eye's nigh bottomless reservoir of ether.
What? Your contempt for man has proven your undoing, Ascian. For my first act as God King, I do hereby sentence you to die! Gods feed upon ether. It matters not what form that ether takes. Ascian souls are no exception. With this power, I shall put an end to 1,000 years of conflict. Be they sown by Ascian, dragon, or primal. Wheresoever the seeds of chaos threaten to quicken, I shall excise them with my divine blade and bring order to the world. I have become that which you abhor, warrior of light. If you would take issue with my godhood, I shall answer you with my blade.
Brothers, the time has come to call upon the true power of the Heavensward.
Fight me if you will, warrior of light. I care not. All who stand against me will be destroyed, be they servants of the darkness or the light. By my blessing shall all men be sanctified, and an endless era of peace begin. Vice and conflict shall cease to be. You reject my divinity, yet what have you to offer my people in its stead? Bitter truth? Virtuous suffering? No matter. If you believe your cause just, I call upon you to defend it with your life.
How can this be? A millennium of prayer and the Eye's power combined, and still you stand. Who? What are you?
It is over then. I had hoped that mine would be the hand to end it. But knowing you, there was little chance of that. Twould seem the Eye has served you well. Its twin, at long last. All that remains is to take them beyond the reach of man and dragon both. With this task accomplished, my toil shall finally be at an end.
Thou hadst done well to resist mine influence, bathed in my power and blood as thou wert. Alas, in thine anticipation of comfort, thou hast lowered thy guard. The keening of my fallen kindred, their smouldering desire for vengeance. Mine eyes have partaken of 1,000 years of pain, a pain which I shall bestow upon thee. Drink deep of my rage, mortal, and become me.
What hath thy fury made of thee? Let us away, servant of Hydaelyn.
Gods damn it, you always have to cut it so bloody close.
It would seem she has done it again.
Was there ever any doubt? Let us return to Ishgard. Our friends will be eager to learn the battle's outcome and welcome back their champion.
Where is Estinian?
I dare say you are the first soul in Ishgardian history to arrive in our city upon Dragonback. This scene shall be remembered for 1,000 years to come.
As we had feared, the Archbishop summoned the soul of King Thordan into himself, and thence became a primal.
But he and his knights are no more, thanks to the Warrior of Light.
Your struggles are not yet over, mortals.
Whom do I have the pleasure?
I am Midgard Sommer. I have journeyed with Hydaelyn's champion and observed her deeds in the conflict between man and dragon. Tell me, children of Thordan, do you desire peace?
My people have committed unspeakable atrocities against dragonkind, even against our own. Would that we could undo these wrongs, but we cannot. Be that as it may, the future yet presents a chance to begin anew. Our nation has broken free of the shackles of a false faith, and Nidhogg shall lead his kindred against us no more. I doubt not that it will require much effort and perseverance. But 'tis my belief that in time, Ishgard will again become a place where man and dragon may abide together in harmony.
I shall remember thy words. Yet be warned, Nidhogg's soul liveth on. His unbridled rage hath claimed for its vessel the one thou callest the Azure Dragoon.
Estinian.
Doubt not but that Nidhogg will call out to his brood ere long, nor that they shall answer him. Steel yourselves, for the true test is yet to come.
Come what may, we will never cease to believe. Upon the souls of they who have sacrificed themselves to pave the way for peace, we will never abandon our cause.
1,000-year war cannot be ended in a day. It may take generations. What thou dost begin, thy children must continue. Entrust unto them thy hopes and dreams, that peace may reign again. and forevermore.
Let all here present attest that Sir Emmerich, acting on behalf of the Archbishop, has appended his signature. I do hereby declare that from this day forth, the Holy See of Ishgard shall once more be counted a member of the Eorzean Alliance. Let our nations move forward as one and stand united against the Garlean Empire.
For the future of Eorzea.
For the future of Eorzea!
There you are. A noble monument to a noble soul.
From here, Lord Orshafon can watch over all of Ishgard.
It has been a long and arduous journey, and we have lost much and more along the way. Yet come what may, we must stay true to our purpose and press on.
That's right, you two. It's high time we got back to rebuilding the Scions. Which means we're going to need money! And lots of it!
So ends a glorious chapter in their tale. However, tumultuous days yet lie ahead for Ishgard. After 1,000 years under the yoke of the Church, the people take their first tentative steps into the unknown. And though they spy a glimmer of peace upon the horizon, Nidhogg's vengeful shadow yet remains to darken the way. Be that as it may, so long as the young commander of the Temple Knights and his heroic companions are there to guide them, the people may hold fast to hope. The hope that one day true peace will return to Ishgard, and that man and dragon may live in harmony once more. Let the deeds writ herein never be forgot, that they may inspire generations yet unborn to strive ever heavensward.
So Lahabrea and Igaeorn have fallen, bested by mortals in their attempt to initiate the Eighth Rejoining. That they should be so complacent. And now it falls to me to deal with the consequences. Without intervention, the balance between light and darkness will begin to shift, placing our mission in jeopardy. Hydaelyn's champion has grown too strong. Her might encroaches upon the realm of gods. Equilibrium must needs be restored. The time has come for you and yours to join the fray. Warrior of Darkness.
Remind me, why is there no rest for the righteous?
Because they care, Master Garland.
Of all the things they could have picked to play with, that's not a toy, you bloody fools, it's a primal!
After long years of estrangement, Ishgard rejoins her sister nations in the Alliance. Words cannot well express my joy. None of this would have been possible without you, my friend. Change is coming to Eorzea, though it will inevitably bring with it a measure of upheaval. With hard work, peace and prosperity are sure to follow. And yet, even as we look forward to the coming of a new age, we must needs be wary of old threats. The Lords of Garlemald have not relinquished their claim upon Eorzea, and we shall be forced to contend with them again ere long. And then there is the matter of our comrade Astinian, claimed body and soul by Needhogg. If there's a way to rescue him, we must find it. Suffice it to say, the path ahead holds no shortage of challenges, but together we shall overcome them.